Every time I start a vlog and I start filming, I just kind of lose. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny. This is Jenny Reads Maybe, where maybe I read or maybe I don't. So for this week's video, I am going to try to vlog. I'm saying try because every time I start a vlog and I start filming, I just kind of lose the motivation or the energy to do so. But it's Monday. I have time this week. It feels like I can start a vlog and I'll continue with it. So as I said, it's Monday. It is about 4 in the afternoon and I am reading 2 books currently. I am reading Hopeless by Elsie Silver, the 5th and final book in the Chestnut Springs series, and I'm also reading my arc of On Cloud 9 by Kelson Denise Stone. I'm about 40% into both books. I have loved everything in the Chestnut Springs series. Everything's been given 5 stars by me. I am really enjoying this one. I was worried because I'd heard a lot of early reviewers say that it kind of let them down, but I feel like I'm getting what I'm needing out of it so far. We'll stay tuned throughout the week to see kind of how that goes. I am listening to the audio and reading it on Kindle. I do want to buy a physical copy of the people cover because I have all the other books with the people covers, but I'm 40% into that. I'm really enjoying it. I love Bo and Bailey and the way that they interact, and it's just so fun. So that is the first book. And then the second book, On Cloud 9, again, I'm about 40% into that. It is the 3rd book in the, I don't even remember what the series name is, my bad. But the 3rd book in the series that's following a group of friends / co-workers in an sustainable environmental company. And this one is a fake engagement, which is funny because both of these are fake engagements and one of them is going to be fake married. We'll see how that turns out. But On Cloud 9, I am enjoying it. It has been a little bit slower than I would say the other ones that I got into them, because I was obsessed with whatever the second book was. I am genuinely awful at remembering titles, but I love that one so deeply. It's one of my favorite books of this year. And this one's been a little slow for me to get into. I'm finally at 40%, starting to pick up on the relationship and enjoying the development of it. It was, as I said, slow to get into, but I am enjoying it. I will be reading that later tonight. I like to have an arc or an ebook without the audio that I read before I go to bed for about an hour and a half. And that's just been really a fruitful reading experience. I've finished so many arcs that way. And I also kind of pick it up when I can at work. But for now, that's my update. We'll see if I can finish any of them tonight. I'm not pressuring myself to finish them. If I do finish Hopeless, I will be very excited. But also I know that it's going to wreck me. So that's that. But I will maybe update you guys later tonight or tomorrow morning / afternoon or evening. So we will see. But yeah, I will see you later. Hello, I am back with an update. It is Thursday. I have not updated this since Monday, but I have some books that I finished. I did end up on Monday finishing up Hopeless by Elsie Silver, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to rate it right now. I think when I read it, I was not in the best reading mindset. And I think I'm still there. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. Ever since I read Still by Kennedy Ryan, I just think that everything has been okay for me. There have been 5 stars that I've given, but I don't feel like they measure up to Still by Kennedy Ryan. Like, that book wrecked me and destroyed me and healed me and did so much that, like, it's hard for me to compare books to that or to enjoy books to that same level. And like, even my 5 stars have felt like, okay, like, Cowpile is saying this is a 5 star, but it's not a super high 5 star. They'll be like in the low, like, point ratings or whatever. And with that being said, because of that, I don't feel comfortable rating Hopeless. I think I haven't done the Cowpile calculation yet. But I think if I did, it would be like a 4.5 or like a low 5. And I don't like that because that series has meant so much to me. I love Elsie Silver's writing. I love the Chestnut Spring series, and I love the characters, and I love this book. I did. I had a fun time. I enjoyed it. It was like a typical Elsie Silver book, but because of my like reading space and moment, like, it didn't hit as much as it should have. And because of that, I think I'm going to wait to do my Cowpile. I think I want to sit on it because I really did enjoy it, and I want it to have like a fair shot at rating. But with that being said, after that, I ended up picking up After Hours on Milagro Street by Angelina M. Lopez. This is a book that I've already finished it. I finished it before this update. In fact, I just finished it today. And I will be giving this 5 stars, I think. I have not done the Cowpile on this yet, but I will say I cried so much in this. It was so impactful and so meaningful, and I think that Angelina M. Lopez did like a phenomenal job at like character work and just writing, and just like this, it hurt me. It made me cry, and in the end, I felt so good about them. I loved them. And this is an example of a book that, like, even though I'm really struggling with reading right now, like, I'm reading, it's just okay. Like, this book stood out to me. It was slow to start, but once it picks up, it gets so good. And it follows these 2 people who are basically opposites, but actually have a lot in common that they don't realize. And so our main female character is Alex Torres, and she is a bartender, and she has just left her job as a bartender in Chicago to return to her small town home in Kansas. And she grew up in Kansas, but she has not been back since she was a young teenager. And basically, she meets Jeremiah Post, our main male character, and they get off on the wrong foot. Jeremiah is like a rich professor from the local university, and he's just not, he wants to take over the bar that she wants to take over. It's her grandma's bar, and they butt heads on how they think it should be run or what they think should be done with it. And there's also like a super steamy hookup in like chapter 1, which was like crazy to me. I didn't even see that coming. I was like, hello, were you starting there? But like, it was so, this is so good. I love this. Like, last night I didn't want to go to bed. I wanted to finish this, but I am an adult and I'm responsible and I have to do it for my mental health. So I did sleep, but I ended up finishing this afternoon, and I loved it. I can't wait for the second one to come out. I forget when it does, but I think it's on NetGalley, and I'm going to request it because I want to shout about this from the rooftops. And yeah. And then another update, I still have not finished On Cloud 9 by Kelsey Denise Stone. I am, I think, in the 60% range of being done with it. I just haven't had the time recently. Last night I had like a dinner that I had to do, and I just haven't had a lot of time. But tonight I'm planning on picking up a bunch of it. I'm actually off tomorrow on Friday because I have an interview scheduled for a librarian position. So I decided to take off the day from the work I currently do, so that I can have that interview and then have the rest of the day. And yeah, we will see what I finish. I am going to keep going with this because I dropped the ball on Tuesday and Wednesday. I just was really busy and didn't have time. But I'll continue through the weekend and into Monday, and we'll see what I read, we'll see what I accomplish, we'll see what I do. And yeah, that's it for now. Yes, I just spent 3 minutes talking to myself and not the camera that I thought was on but wasn't. Anyway, for today it is Friday. I updated you guys a bit yesterday and said that I had an interview today. I went to that this morning early and I think it went well. Just kind of send hope out into the universe for me, I think. At this point, I'm hoping to hear back from them soon. I spent most of the day listening to 1989 Taylor's version because it came out last night. And I just kind of, I assume like all the other Swifties in the world, pick up the re-recordings and the vault tracks, and that is my hyperfixation album from the day. So I spent most of the day listening to that, and just kind of vibing. I also caught up on a lot of like my YouTube subscriber like backlist. I think like I don't watch a ton of YouTube, and I have a very few select like YouTubers that I try to watch everything of. Obviously one is Bestie Tales from the TBR, so I've been trying to catch up on her vlogs that aren't necessarily release day vlogs because I don't want spoilers for some books. But I watched her weekly vlog, and then there was another vlog I was watching, or no, I did like a TBR video. Oh, and then I'm watching Mel Reed's Her Week in My Life vlog that just came out today. So I spent most of my day listening to music or watching videos, so I didn't do a ton of reading. I did about an hour and a half ago pick up Barbarian's Lady by Ruby Dixon. I'm about 50% into it right now, and it's okay. It's a fine book. I think there's the last couple books in the Ruby Dixon like Ice Planet Barbarians universe have not necessarily been like 4 stars or 5-star reads. Like honestly, a 5-star in the series is really like rare for me. I think one of my favorites was Ahako's Story. That one was really good. But I haven't, it's not that I haven't been vibing with them. I just think like they're okay. Like they're aliens. They're gonna have, it's gonna be smutty, it's gonna be alien-y, and it gets the job done. It's just not like a 5-star read, and that's okay. That's okay to have some 3-star reads every once in a while. But that is kind of it for this current update. I'm trying to plan out my TBR for November, and I'm just struggling. I'm struggling because I feel like I have so many books that I want to read that I just also don't want to read. And yeah, so I'm gonna struggle bus. I'm hoping that I finish this Ice Planet Barbarian book by tomorrow night, which I know is a fast turnaround, but they're quick books, they're easy books to like listen to the whole thing through. But really I want to pick up, I think, Here to Stay by Adriana Herrera. It's the first book in the Dating in Dallas series, and I read the second book because sometimes I let myself read ahead, and I had On the Hustle physically, but I'm wanting to restart Here to Stay so that I can, it's on my October TBR, and I just really loved On the Hustle, so I want to read this one, and I just love Adriana Herrera. So that is kind of my plan for now. But it is a busy weekend, actually. It's the weekend before Halloween, so there's a bunch of stuff like locally. I live by a pumpkin patch. Actually, I live by 2 pumpkin patches. And then one of the local high schools does like a haunted house on like in October. So I'm going to that tomorrow. I get to go in free because I work there, and because I'm staff, I get to cut the line. So I'm going to do that. I'll maybe film, we'll see if it's allowed. And then one of the pumpkin patches does a haunted hayride, and my friend and I want to go to that maybe on Sunday, but we will see. So yeah, it's just gonna hopefully become a cozy little Halloween, October spooky weekend with some reading. I'm hopeful that I will keep updating this vlog. So I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm back with a little update. It is Saturday afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, 2:15 in the afternoon on Saturday. I'm repping my Cemetery Boys merch that I bought long ago, back when I was more in my YA phase. But anyway, for my update, I finished Barbarian's Lady an hour ago, I think. Can't guarantee that it was an hour, but it was today. I haven't put it through compile yet, but I do think I'm going to give it, it's going to probably be between 3.5 to 4, maybe even like 3. It was another book that got the job done. You know, I think as I've said a lot in this video, I'm just struggling to find books that I love. And I feel like it's once in a blue moon that I'm getting a 5-star, that it's just like life-changing and like mind-altering. And I'm glad that After Hours on Milagro Street was one of them. I'm going to continue this vlog. I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. I had Lillian Lark reach out to me on Instagram and ask if I would like an arc of Hoarded by the Dragon. And I said yes. I said yes because I've really enjoyed the Monstrous Matches series and like the Bathhouse series as well. It is a monster romance. It is a dragon. I believe there's like a pregnancy trope in it. So I'll probably pick that up, if not tonight, tomorrow night. I have a lot going on today. We have a haunted house, our haunted hayride. Many plans are occurring tonight. And tomorrow, I actually just remembered that I signed up for Sarah McLean's like romance writing like master class, or it's like an online class that she's doing before Nano, just for like people who are interested in writing romance, which is me. So I will have that tomorrow, as well as like just kind of like typical like Sunday reset things. And yeah, so I don't have a ton of like really strict reading plans, but we'll see. I want to pick up Here to Stay. And then I have a couple more left on my October TBR. It's the 28th, so there's still, including today, I want to say 3 days left of the month to kind of finish things up. But they are a couple of busy days. Because Halloween, it's the halloweekend right now, so there's a lot of like plans happening. And honestly, I'm hoping that I can get some nano prep done. I am struggling with writing and reading and basically everything. I just think that my brain is not functioning at the level that it should be. But that is my update for now. If I read anything else, I'll update you. I'll try to film as I'm doing my fun stuff tonight. And yeah, that was it for me. So I'll talk to you later in the vlog. I'm back with what is going to be the final update of this video. It is Monday morning before work, and I am going to wrap this up so that I can hopefully start a new weekly vlog. Who is she? But to wrap it up, I did finish Ice Planet, Barbarian's Lady. I ended up running it through compile and giving it 4 stars. It was fun. I think it like took me back to some of my earlier favorites with like the adventure portions and the like forced proximity of it all. And then yesterday I did start Here to Stay by Adriana Herrera. I think I'm 63% into it right now, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's finally getting to the point in the novel where they're going to start hooking up to get it out of their systems, and I'm looking forward to that. It's always a fun time. I also last night started Hoarded by the Dragon by Lillian Lark. I'm 25% into it currently. I am enjoying it. I definitely am loving the main character in it because she has a past and she views herself kind of as separate from the magical paranormal community, and the dragon is hot, and it is going to be accidental pregnancy and like a problematic or like dangerous pregnancy, and I am enjoying it. It's been fun so far. I'm looking forward to reading more today. Hopefully I'll be able to have some time, like downtime at work, to do it. And yeah, so that is my final update. It was a good, productive week in reading. Editing Jenny here to say, I did finish on Cloud 9. I just never gave an update. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, and yeah, it was a fun time. It was cute, it was steamy, everything that I needed. And yeah, have you read any of the books that I've read? This is gonna be awkward. I'm really actually tired right now. Like, I feel like I'm still asleep. But have you read any of these books in these vlogs? If so, what were your thoughts? Did you enjoy them? Did you hate them? What's the tea? And have you had a good week? Let me know if your week was good. Let me know down below in the comments. If you can't think of anything to comment, you can comment a black heart for my Black Cemetery Boys shirt again. I promise it's clean. But yeah, that's it from me in this vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me and sticking around. I can't wait to see you guys soon. So yeah, that's it. Bye.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.